There comes a point in your life when you feel this burning desire to prove yourself. You want to be recognized. You want to be seen. You want everyone to know you are capable, strong, and accomplished. But as you journey further, as you walk the path a little longer, you begin to understand something profound. Those who are truly strong don't need to strain themselves to prove anything at all. They possess an awareness that is deep enough to know exactly where they stand in the world. They have a wisdom that is profound enough to recognize what they still lack, and they carry a humility that is strong enough to keep them learning, even long after they have achieved what others would call success. A wise person doesn't rush to win arguments. They don't feel the need to have the last word, because they understand a simple, powerful truth. Winning a small, fleeting debate can often cost you a long-lasting, meaningful relationship. They know which battles are worth fighting, and which are best left alone. Those who have truly been through the storms of life no longer obsess over looking wealthy. They feel no need to show off the cars, the houses, or the glamorous lifestyles that fill social media feeds. Because people who are truly abundant, who possess a wealth that goes beyond material things, tend to live quietly. They understand a fundamental principle. The simpler the life, the fewer the troubles. The quieter the presence, the greater the peace. Showing off only feeds a fragile, hungry ego. But true, lasting peace arrives only when that ego becomes small enough to no longer need the validation. Everyone gets hurt at some point. Everyone trusts the wrong people and feels the sting of betrayal. But a kind person, a truly strong person, doesn't close their heart because of one fall. They don't build walls so high that nothing can ever get in again. They still believe in the goodness of others. But now, they believe selectively. They still live with sincerity, with an open and honest heart. But they are no longer naive, because they have come to understand a difficult paradox. Being overly guarded might feel safe in the short term, but a life lived without trusting anyone is a cold and lonely existence. It is a self-imposed prison. Keeping kindness in your heart is not a sign of weakness. It is a choice. It is an act of incredible strength. At a certain stage in the journey, you begin to place your health above everything else. You stop staying up late, burning the candle at both ends. You stop exhausting yourself over things that, in the grand scheme, simply do not matter. You stop chasing fleeting fame and empty accolades, because you finally understand, money can be earned again. A reputation can be rebuilt, but once your health is lost, many things leave with it, and they never, ever return. A mature person doesn't try to stand out from the crowd. They simply choose to be decent. They don't buy status with fancy, empty words. They don't create a fake, polished version of themselves just to earn real praise. They let their actions speak for them, quietly and consistently. They accept being ordinary, but they choose to live a life filled with depth and meaning, a life of substance. They don't need the whole world to know their name. It is enough that the people who truly mattered, the ones they love, and who love them back, understand who they are. That connection is their true wealth. They also no longer obsess over every single gain and loss. Sometimes, they are willing to lose a little, to give a little more, just to preserve a relationship that is worth keeping. They understand. Small, immediate gains are easy to see, but it is your character, your integrity, that pays the long-term dividends. That is the investment that truly compounds over a lifetime. Sometimes, stepping back is not losing. It's a strategic retreat. It's making the long, winding road of life just a little bit easier to walk. Those who have been through enough ups and downs no longer fear hardship. They have been tested by fire and know they can survive. What they fear most now is a life that is too easy, because they know that ease breeds laziness, and laziness leads to a slow, silent erosion of the spirit, and that erosion drains a person of their substance, their drive, their very essence. They would rather struggle a bit while they are young, while they have the strength, so that later in life, they can live slowly, peacefully, without feeling ashamed of the person they have become. And in the end, they come to a very real, very clear realization. No one is foolish. Some people simply choose silence because they no longer wish to compete in a race that has no real finish line. So instead of constantly calculating gains and losses, they choose to live with integrity. They choose to be a person of their word. Instead of using tricks and shortcuts to move fast, they choose to move slowly but steadily. They build their life on a solid foundation, brick by brick. Each day, they work to correct one bad habit. Each day, they make an effort to preserve one good thing in their life. Slowly, but without ever stopping. Maturity is not about becoming smarter than everyone else. It's about becoming kinder to yourself. It's about knowing when to stop pushing, knowing what to let go of, knowing whom to hold on to tightly, and knowing which values to live by, no matter what. That's enough. When you learn this, life becomes deep enough, and your heart finally becomes calm.